Hi, how are you doing?
I'm good, Celia. How are you this morning?
Good, good. Good to see you. You're looking fabulous as ever.
Thank you. As you are, darling.
Oh, thank you. So I'm so excited about this because everybody's traveling. I myself am traveling. I have so many questions to ask you, and I'm so excited about just packing with purpose, really streamlining our suitcases and managing style as well. That's one thing that, I know how to pack for utility, but packing for style is definitely something that I struggle with. So I'm really excited to chat with you today. Um, and just for those who don't know, I'm Celia with the Savvy Space, and I'm a professional home organizing coach. So I'm focused on helping people develop the skills that they need to organize their physical and mental spaces to really elevate their lives. So home organizing, but also schedule, etc. And I met the beautiful Dominique at a networking event and was just completely enthralled by her and learned about this travel edit service, which is just brilliant. So let's dive into that. Dominique, you want to tell us a little bit more about House of Devereaux and the travel edit service?
Absolutely. So thank you for having me, Celia. So the travel edit service, well, first of all, a little bit about me. So I am a style strategist, and what that means is I'm not your typical stylist. Stylist is a traditional term, which I think is, totally okay for people who understand that. But I create strategies for my clients. And one of the strategies is the travel edit service. So it makes it much easier for you to pack all of the pieces. In essence, creating like a travel capsule wardrobe so that when you do travel somewhere, it's just much more easier for you to pull out, pack, grab, and go. So that's the basis of that. And I'm excited to be here this morning.
Absolutely. I love it. Okay. So when you're doing this travel edit service with clients, what is like the number one thing that people come to you with when they're struggling to pack?
Overpacking. That's probably what it is. And especially women, we love to have options. I am completely guilty of that. I'll even state when I moved here, I was the first person who was like trying to push that weight to the limit. And I even allotted extra budget to be like, listen, if it's over, it's just over, because all of this stuff has got to go. It's all
Yep.
got to make flight. But then when I started to think about how much money I was spending on being overweight, and sometimes getting to places and not wearing, I won't say I didn't wear most of it, but not wearing a lot of the things which were heavier, I was like, I could have really spent this money somewhere else. So I think the number one thing has been overpacking. And I would say right close to that is also appropriate packing. Being that we live in a Muslim country, and people still want to adhere to their culture outside of this place, but still be stylish. A lot of those women have had difficulty figuring out how to navigate their wardrobe with other cultures' wardrobes. So yes.
Oh, yeah, that's definitely an interesting topic. Okay, but let's dive into the overpacking because I know that's something that I personally struggle with. So how do you prevent overpacking? Like, what is your strategy for knowing what to pack without packing too much?
So you have to plan. Like, and I know people oftentimes, if you're somebody who's a last minute packer, you're like, no, I don't want to plan. But if you want to prevent it, you really have to plan. And it means is whether you're traveling for 5 days or for 5 weeks, considering things like the weather. But also, we live in a time of like global warming. Ooh, I was about to say that, but we live in a time of global warming. So the weather is unpredictable. So you have to also consider that there could be changes. So maybe that means packing things that are a little more lightweight and medium weight, and then purchasing the heavier items when you get where you're going. So I'll give you a quick example. For instance, I went to Italy, Italy last 2019, and living in the desert. I didn't have a winter coat. But I was like, where am I going to find a winter coat? I just moved here. I don't know where to go to get one. You know what? Forget it. I'll buy one when I get there. And I did just that. In Italy, they have these great stalls that have these really beautiful coats that you can just buy off the street. So I buy instead of taking my weight luggage, my luggage weight, excuse me, and having to add that to it. I just bought one off the street, wore it. When I was done, I donated it to this little stand that was actually not too far from where I bought the original one. So it didn't mean me having to bring it back. It didn't mean having to have it extra. I rarely go anywhere cold. So I was like, I don't really need this coat, but I gave it to somebody else who did. So yeah.
Wow, that's brilliant. I love that. Oh, that is a very clever idea.
Yeah, but also when it comes to overpacking, consider things like how long you'll be away. Like I said, maybe you'll be gone 5 weeks or 5 days? Consider your activities. Are you going to be boating? Are you just going to be leisurely laying around the beach? Are you somebody who's like an adventurous? Some people like to hike, like to ski, like to do all the things that they can do. But if you're going to be doing that, you're going to have to pack accordingly. No one wants to get to the ski resort and you're buying all of that stuff that's like 4 times the markup at the actual resort. So just try to plan. Have a plan.
Yeah, always 4 times the markup at the hotel. It's insane how they price those things up. But I'm glad you mentioned that, because I myself am going on a very diverse trip. So it's just the way it worked out. I won't bore you with the details. We're going to Milan for a week, and I'm excited to do that, like flowy florals and fashion capital of Europe. And then we're going up to Norway to Svalbard, which is like the northernmost settlement in the world. It's tundra and we're hiking. So I need to pack hiking boots, sweaters, long johns, hats, gloves, coats. And then after that, we're going down to the middle of Norway to like kind of a little island place and renting a house, which is like a beachy environment. So, and I only have 1 check bag. So I'm like trying to figure out, how am I going to do, tundra hiking and still look cute in Milan? And then also, the beach vacation, it's casual, I can just kind of wear whatever. I'm not too worried about that one. But so I'm very, very interested in what your thoughts are on how to pick the most versatile pieces, like the most bang for your weight, I guess. How do I know like which are going to be the best pieces to use across the board?
Okay, this is where versatility is going to come in. So consider your fabrics. Like, of course, they're like cottons. Linens are probably too breathable, so they won't be as versatile for the cooler climates. But consider like lighter weight pieces that you can layer. So if you get a sweater, don't let it be like a chunky cable knit. It can be like a really lightweight cashmere sweater that's really great, that you can actually pull over your dresses and double up with your dresses and your boots, the same ones that you're wearing in Milan. So consider all of the patterns that you're also going to be using. Find neutral sweaters as opposed to like colored sweaters that won't work as great with all of your different beautiful designs and florals that you're going to be wearing.
Right.
Yeah, I'd also consider, you said you were going to Norway, Italy, and what was the last one?
It's 2 places in Norway. It's just one's like the North Pole, and then the other one's like Southern Norway.
Okay, yeah. So then, again, to versatility with your footwear. Now that might be a tough one. You're gonna have to. You're definitely. You already hit me with a hard one. You're definitely going to have a great pair of boots. But maybe not anything that's too heavy. I'll give you an example of also where I found some. One shop here that is really great, and this is one of my style secrets, I don't care, I'm gonna drop it, is Brands for Less.
Okay.
Brands for Less here is so good on like off-season buys. So I found this really great pair of like faux cowboy boots. And I wore them in Italy actually earlier this year for their winter. And my husband, when he saw me, was like, "Those boots are heavy." I was like, "I guarantee you they're not." And he picked them up and he was like, how are cowboy boots light? I don't understand, but they're faux cowboy boots. So there are a lot of like really great styles out there that you can find that are actually much more lighter than your usual styles. So yeah, pick them up, feel them, see how they feel on your feet, and yeah, you'll be good to go.
Yeah, that's a good point. I was just kind of resigning myself to having to wear all my hiking gear like on the plane so that I have you seen those memes where it's like people just wearing like layers and layers of clothes because they're like, I couldn't afford the check bag?
I've been that meme. It was actually it was my first time in New York, my junior year of college. It was a study group of us that went. We went and bought all of this stuff, and we were like, kids in candy stores, and we're like, "Oh my God, I need this and I need this." And then we got to the airport, and we were all like, "Wait, there's a weight limit. Wait, I'm not going to meet it." So my best friend at the time, she will tell you, my friend Mallory, she will tell you, I literally had on 9 layers of clothes. Like, I went to the bathroom and I was like, this stuff is going with me. I don't care how I'm going to get it through. And thankfully, this was like before security got really, really crazy. I got it like right there, but boy, I put on everything I could imagine, like, except for, of course, the shoes, but I had on like maybe 5 pairs of pants. Like, I was like, this stuff is going. I'm not leaving anything here. So I have been that meme, unfortunately, which taught me to adhere to luggage and weight restrictions. Hard lesson learned.
Absolutely. Yeah. I've done that a time or two myself before. I know it. Okay. So when it comes to like, let's call it a travel capsule wardrobe, if you will,
Mhm.
right? Because you're limited to what you can pack in your suitcase. Versatile pieces. I love to talk about fabric and being lightweight. What else would you say is like the essentials of a travel capsule wardrobe?
Oh, okay. Definitely a great handbag. And so when I say great handbag, like a versatile one. So some people are like, handbags can be bulky. I always go with a great crossbody, and usually a crossbody with a removable adjustable strap. So you can take it
Okay.
off and turn it into like a cute evening clutch. So it's like a 2-in-1 bag. Um,
Yeah.
one of the best ones that I have purchased recently was actually from Michael Kors, and it's really chic. I get so many compliments on this bag. But it's like a 4-in-1. It has a cross. I should have brought it in here to show you, but it's really awesome. Shameless plug,
We
Michael.
can get
Give me an ambassadorship. I'm just saying. So
yeah.
but yeah, so it has 2 bags actually linked together by one chain. And then you can actually take one of the bags off or leave them both on and then remove the actual chain and turn the chain into a carry bag. So it's actually like a 4-in-1 convertible bag. So I
Wow.
take that bag everywhere. So I would definitely say that. And then I would also say, of course, again, to versatility. Consider like the dresses that you wear. I actually recently posted the summer travel edit on my Instagram page and through my emailers. And it talked about having, outside of your little black dress, 3 great dresses. So one being the perfect white dress, one being a great printed dress, and the other one being a great solid dress. Pick your favorite color and your favorite neckline, but you can take it to somewhere like Italy and then Norway, put on leggings, your cute boots, a sweater overneath
Mhm.
it, turn it into a skirt. And then when you're going back down south, take it off, put on a great pair of sandals and a denim jacket and just go. So yeah.
Wow. Okay. Yeah. Because I was thinking that it would be better to pack tops and bottoms because you could mix and match more than dresses. But I mean, I guess you're right. So maybe it's more about having the right accessories as well.
Yes, absolutely, absolutely. And my rule of thumb is again being lightweight when you pack your accessories. Now I'm a kind of girl, I like big things, I like chunky things, but I think I also consider, I'm like, Dominique, your weight, this jewelry is going to start to add up. And without fail, my jewelry always gets flagged. like all the time, they're like, ma'am, do you really need? I'm like, sir, like, let me be great. But
Right.
no. So yes, I always say the rule of thumb is like have at least maybe 3 to 4 great pieces, a great pair of earrings, 2 great pair of earrings, a cute, just simple necklace, a great watch, and done.
Okay. Okay. Good to know. Yeah. Amazing. So is it about how do you still stay stylish? Like, I mean, it's about knowing your style and being able to pack for that as well. But like for me, I think that like when I'm pressed, for example, it looks a bit more stylish. So are you packing like a steamer? Like how are you like maintaining your normal style that you have at home while you're traveling?
Actually, I am. Funny you mentioned that.
Mhm.
I have her right here.
Ah, yes,
Yes,
please. Okay, we'll
yes.
link to this as well.
Yes. I'm sorry. You said we'll link to this later.
Link, yeah, yeah.
Oh, yes. So yes, this steamer is so good. I found it on Amazon for like 75 dirhams. Okay, now don't kill me though. It actually has gone up in price. I guess inflation is real. But it's like 105 now. But it is like one of the top ranked steamers for the UAE here.
Okay.
If you're at home, if you go to the States, you go somewhere, grab one while you're there. Places like Ross, Burlington, your small discounters, they all sell like these little things here. But I really love this one because it's the box, you can see it's not that big. It's not heavy,
Yeah.
it's not bulky, it fits right inside. And I like to pack hats. And so the steamer is actually great for if your hats at some point get a little bumbled or like jumbled or like creased.
Okay. Yeah.
Just steam them
Mhm.
down to all 2 seconds, put them back into shape. Same thing with your clothes. And I prefer these better to hotel irons because when you travel different places, different voltage. So what you
Mhm.
may consider to be hot may be extra hot to them, and then you're stuck with burning your clothes. Whereas with steamers, you can control a little more of the heat, how much you're pushing, how close you're going, things of that nature.
Right. Yeah. Oh, that
So
makes sense. Oh, I'm excited.
yes to a steamer. I say yes to a steamer.
Okay, amazing. I love that. Yes to a steamer and still meeting your luggage weight. I love that. Okay, so now here's a random question for you. I know I'm just like diving at you with questions. I'm just like could ask you things all day long, I swear. What is something that you never travel without? Like one clothing piece or a type of thing that you never leave without, never travel without?
Okay, this is gonna sound like a plug, and I swear it's not. A blazer. A blazer,
Hey.
honestly, a blazer or just any great outerwear piece. Like I do my best to not leave without a moto jacket, a blazer. It just has to be a great outerwear piece.
Mhm.
Because I'm anemic, I'm always cold. I'm probably cold right now in my own office. And you know, most of the time airports are cold. And
Mhm.
no matter where you go in the world, there's gonna be somewhere where like it's a little chilly. So I always pack a jacket. It's great for like dinner time. So maybe you decide the last minute you found this great restaurant, but your arms are out and you don't have a scarf to cover yourself and you're wearing jeans, but you have a great pair of heels in your bag. That
Mhm.
jacket is like that final accessory that just that can pull your look together. So I swear by my own blazers, of course, or like I said, just a great motorcycle jacket, denim jacket, any great outerwear piece. I always have one.
Yeah, I love that. And I think a blazer is a great way to kind of almost level up or add style to a simple outfit as well, because it looks like put together, right? It looks chic. All right, I'm definitely going to make sure I have a blazer. And you're right, it could be a sweater, it could be just something to cover your arms, it could be something to
Mhm.
style up. Yeah, I love that. Okay, amazing. So now when you pack, how like physically and literally, how do you pack your clothes? Are you folding, stacking, rolling? Please tell me you use packing cubes.
I do use packing cubes. For one,
Okay.
actually, I actually just bought a box for Amazon because I do more than just the packing cubes here. I put them in my actual drawers. So like the
Okay.
organization cubes, yes. Um, but yes, so I am a flat. I like to lay things flat. It also makes it easier for like last minute when I'm pulling things out. I'm like, I don't need this. It's easy to just like kind of like flip through. Like in essence like a lookbook. I know it sounds weird, but I'm like
Okay.
literally like flip, 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 don't need, pull out, flip, 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 don't need, pull out. So
Yeah.
yeah, I'm a flat packer. I feel like I feel like I get more things in my bag too when I flat pack.
And
Um,
by flat, you mean like laying everything, like laying shirts down flat and then stacking
mhm,
one on top of the other and just like
mhm.
sitting out. Okay, so then how do you do that with like tops, bottoms, dresses?
So I categorize by actually pieces. So all of my skirts go together, all of my tops go together, all of my dresses go together, and I lay them. I start from the bottom up. So you'll have a layer of jeans, then you'll have my skirts, then you'll have my shorts, then you'll have my dresses, then you'll have my skirts, then you'll have the tops all on top. So I'm like flipping through, and I know I'm a weirdo, but I color coordinate them too.
I do it. I do it.
Yes, I'm like, okay, wait, this one goes with this. Cool, bam, bam. My husband is opposite. He's a roller. So,
Mm,
so I'm like, a flat lay married a roller. That's how it goes. So he likes to roll everything. And he's very particular on how he rolls. And I'm like,
okay.
just put it in there. He just put it in there. Like just put it in the bag. But I'm glad he at least has a plan on how he rolls it. So yes, I am definitely flat. But and then you had one more part of that question. I'm sorry, I might have missed that.
No, I think that was about it. Like how you pack it in there. Yeah, if you roll them or the packing cubes, but you don't use the packing cubes in your suitcase.
Right. Oh, and that was one other thing. I use my dry cleaning bags. I have tons of them. I know that sounds terrible for the environment. Don't kill me. But I recycle them. I keep them. I recycle them. They stay here.
Yeah.
I use them to pack my things. So I line, even though I have a hard shell suitcase, I have been places where like suitcases have been broken. I have sat on tarmacs for hours and saw people's luggage in the rain. And I'm like, Lord forbid that is me. So I am weird to the fact where I will line my suitcases with plastic and cover all of my clothes with plastic, even inside of a hard shell, so that when I open it, they're dry. Like,
Wow. Okay.
yeah, I line everything with it. And then I was telling you earlier, I don't pack my liquids with my my dry clothes. Like it's just and I actually wrap those in dry cleaning bags too. All of my liquids, I wrap them all in plastic bags. We're talking like 19 hours to go to the States. that stuff is all moved around. So I like to be safe. Better safe than sorry.
Oh, I absolutely get it. Yeah, that's interesting. And it's funny because this is like the one, I feel like we're so similar in so many ways, but the one way we're different is I'm like your husband. I roll things.
Is that a leopard print packing cube?
Isn't it so cute? I know.
Okay.
Amazon, everything's on Amazon. It's a Itsy Ritzy, I think is the brand. I can link to it. But I mean, it comes in a variety pack with a bunch of different sizes. But yeah, I'm definitely a roller because I like to see it all at once. And so I get your mind. I love the whole like catalog style, but for me, it's like I got to see it all at once. That's just how I am. Then like these are all like lined up in my suitcase, and I like literally can see everything at once.
Well, you know where I got that from, actually? It's because I used to work in wholesale.
Okay.
And for the showrooms that I work with, we'd have to transport like bags, I mean tons of bags to all of the like the fashion conventions of all the samples. And so that's how we got everything in stacked nicely and neatly to fit all of our samples, and it just kind of stuck with me. I was like, this actually works, and I know how everything is organized. So that's really where it came from. I won't take the credit. Shout out to the Dallas showrooms and the Dallas fashion market. Like that, for me, it was ingenious. I was like, this makes sense. Stack it, lay it, and fit more crap.
You know, I've actually heard of that for usually for like business travel. People will, to keep their nice collared shirts from getting too wrinkled, lay them flat, like 5, 6, 7, however you need, on top of each other, but then also gently roll it, and it saves a lot of space. But because it's a big roll versus a small roll, it doesn't wrinkle as much, and they're able to like be a little bit better. Yeah. And I also like the packing cubes because things don't shuffle around. Like I have my packing cubes packed tight, and everything is packed tight, so it doesn't really like move around too much, which I feel like helps with as well.
Yeah, I like that. Very, very, very smart, but that's why you're the expert. That's why you're the organization expert, ma'am.
Well, but there are always more than one way to do something. And so I'm like very curious to try. I don't know if I can ever part from my packing cubes, but I'm very curious to try the lay flat method. That's interesting. Okay. So you're the lay flat, no rolling. I get it. Okay. What about like, do you ever deal with musty odors or anything in your suitcase, or worry about that, especially with the plastic?
No, actually, weirdly enough, I don't. Even with the plastic, I don't know what it does to where it prevents that, but I never have that, even after like a long trip or a long flight. But it also could be kind of like how, how things are transported, like in like cargo or freight. They're all wrapped individually. So that may be what it is. And also, again, because I don't mix things, like I don't put like my shoes don't go in with my clothes. My shoes go in with the liquids. And then what else do I pack? Like my makeup, nothing that could actually create like a love of residue goes in with my clothes. My pajamas, my bras, all of my undergarments, they're all packed in separate packing cubes. Those go on top, and then all the clothes go on the bottom. But yeah, that's a good question. So you hit me what or maybe I just have like a unique sense of smell, and I'm like, I don't smell anything. I don't know.
Well, I mean, it could be those garment bags. Maybe the plastic is like kind of, protecting everything and keeping the odors out that way.
Because my actual jackets, those go in a garment bag. Like these are my babies, and I have like actual, these don't go in plastic. No.
No, they're too beautiful for that. They're too precious. You can't do that.
But also one thing that I do encourage for a lot of my clients, and they don't really sometimes think about that, but I find a laundry place wherever I'm traveling. Like my husband and I spent, I think maybe 2.5 weeks in France, maybe about 2 years ago. And that's how I learned to stop overpacking, because he was like, listen, if you meet your weight limit and we don't have to spend any extra money, you will have extra money to spend when we get to France. I will find a laundry place. We will wash your clothes. I promise you, I'll find a dry cleaner for you in France if you just don't pack a bunch of crap. And I was like, that's so we found a really great laundromat around the corner from our hotel, and just spent like all of maybe 1 hour there laundering our clothes. I mean, you have like the hotels, but my thing is I needed my clothes back immediately. And also I'm very particular on how my stuff is washed. Like I use a certain dry cleaner here. I don't go to any other dry cleaner here because they take care of my jackets and my clothes the way that I like them. So I often say, when you're traveling, find a great dry cleaner or find a great laundromat and do it yourself.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Control freak in me.
Yeah. No, I get it. And I often end up wearing the same outfits a few times anyway, because they're like my favorite outfits. And as if you're moving around, you know, like the people in that city haven't seen, and then you go to a different city and they haven't seen that outfit yet. So
that's how I feel about it too. I am not one of those one and done kind of people. Like that right there is like, I've worn it once. No judgment if you are, everyone, but
right.
I am not. I'm like, if it's fabulous, I will have it forever. I have stuff that I bought here from the States. Matter of fact, I had a jumpsuit that I bought back in 2009. And I have been on a serious weight loss journey, and I got back into that jumpsuit, and I had this gorgeous vintage Christian Dior belt that I also bought the same year in college. And I put it on last week, and it fit like how I was in college. And I was like, you're going to the States. You're going to the States. So yeah, I'm not a one and done kind of person. If it's great now,
so that's gonna get multiple use.
Say it again.
And so that's going to get more than multiple times on your trip.
Oh, for sure. And repurposed and refashioned and all of that.
Yeah, I'm the same way. I mean, if you love an outfit so much, of course you want to wear it more than once. I mean, we gotta get our money's worth, get our style's worth. Absolutely. I definitely jive that. Okay, so speaking of style, what about when you're actually traveling to and fro? So what is your plane outfit? Because I've seen a lot of, I'm sure everyone likes to be comfortable, especially like long haul, right? And then I've seen some cute like athleisure, you know, like stylish athleisure, but I don't know, is that like overdone? Is that uncool? Like, what do you wear on a plane?
That I don't think it's overdone. I'm actually one of those athleisure girls, and it's so funny because everybody is seeing me very like polished and always in like a jacket and a button down. But when they're long haul flights, not even long haul. I mean, I could be going just across the water to Europe, like which is what 6 hours, 5 hours. I like to be comfortable but still cute. And without fail, the stewardesses or the air hostesses, excuse me, are always like, oh my God, I love your outfit. Oh my God, I love your sneakers. I'm like, thank you. So yes, I am really cute on the flight, but I'm very comfortable. And a lot of the brands like Reebok does some really great playful athleisure wear that's still stylish, but doesn't read as like you're going to yoga class. Like it's still very cute. They give like longer layering pieces. Another one, Reebok. I need a partnership deal, but yes. But yes, I wear a lot of them. Adidas has really done a lot better with their branding in the athleisure department. So I feel like they do things that are a lot more versatile as well, like the great hoodies that are still lightweight, but that you can layer and take off. I love a good zip up, so that if I get hot in the security line, I can take the sucker off. And then once I'm on the plane, I can slide it right back on. So yes, I am an advocate of athleisure. I love the women who can show up at the airport and just be fully coiffed and have all of that. More power to you. I am not that girl. I am clean. I am comfortable. I am cute. That is what matters.
Yeah. I put in effort today. That's what counts. And then we're just gonna be casual. Yeah.
I have and you're from the States, so you understand. It's like people think that, okay, it's just that 16 hours. No, it's getting up, getting dressed, the 3 hours being at the airport, it's getting to the airport, it's going through baggage claim, it's going through customs. So it started out to be like a 24-hour trip. I can't do 24 hours in just like full coiffed fabulousness. I'm sorry. I'm honest about it. Yeah. But how about you? How do you travel? I'm curious.
I'm athleisure as well. At first I was like, man, I thought it was just kind of like an American thing to do, that we wear like our sweats and our leggings on the plane. So I thought, oh, I've really got to put in more style. When we moved to Norway, I was like, all right, you know, everybody's putting in more effort. Some people will full on dress up for flights. Granted, it was usually shorter, like inter-European flights. So I thought, all right, I've got to really level this up. And then it was just, as you said, I mean, it's just exhausting. It's not comfortable. You know, you're creased by the time you arrive anyway. So I kind of went back to the athleisure, but I'm trying to do the monotone where like my sweater and my shirt is the same color as the joggers, because I feel like that looks a little bit nicer.
Oh no, that's the way to go. That's how I do mine. That's how my athleisure. I am full on coordinated. Like I am
Okay.
a monochromatic girl. And if anything, I'll do like a weird pop of color with my sneakers. I
Okay.
love to have like colorful sneakers, fun sneakers, things that are versatile. But yes, I'm a monochromatic girl. If you give me 1 minute, I actually have a great piece I want to show you for travel. And I know
Yes,
exactly where it is. One moment. This piece right here is like my favorite. It's from Nike.
okay.
And so I don't know if you can see it, but it's a hoodie, but it
Yeah.
has poplin sleeves attached to it. So like a dress shirt attached to it.
Oh,
And it has like this really cute like Nike cuff. It folds
yeah.
over. And of course I'm extra. I'm honest about it. Where is she? Where is it? I actually had my name. Oh, yeah. I had my name put on it.
Stop. Oh, I love that.
I
Oh, that is
travel
so cute.
everywhere with this. And I actually found
Yeah.
this at a golf classic. It was the HSBC and a Rolex championship here in Abu Dhabi. They had a
Okay.
Nike pop-up and if you purchase anything, they were putting your name on it. And I was like, I need this thing. And it is like so
Yeah.
lightweight. It's so versatile. Again, it's a great hoodie, but it's so stylish and it keeps me looking
Yeah.
polished, but still like, together on the flight. So this is my go-to hoodie. Go-to.
I love that. Okay. I'm gonna have to look for that and see if it's still available. I love it. I
I had
love
to show it
that.
to you. So yes.
Yes, I'm glad you did. Okay, now here is something that I do, and I wonder if you do the same thing when I'm traveling, because I am a little bit of a last minute packer, but it's because I've created systems. So I have a list, like a whole comprehensive list that I go through, and I don't need to pack everything every time, but I put everything on there just because I'm like, what if I had forgotten it the one time? So I have like my whole comprehensive checklist that I use every time, so that helps. But then I also do a photo album of outfits. I'm wondering if you do this as well. So like every outfit, like just throughout my life, right? Like anytime I wear something that I'm like, okay, this is cute. I take a picture of it in my full length mirror and then I put it into an album called Outfit Ideas. And it's like made a world of difference because when I'm traveling, I'm like, okay, what am I going to wear? And then I pull up my photo album and I'm like, okay, this, and that. And then I might save it to a new album for like Italy, and then just kind of pull it up and all right, that was the outfit that I wanted to go for. Because I've always wanted, you remember that movie Clueless? And she has that closet and then she picks the outfits. I know, right? And I've always wanted that. And I've been trying to figure out a system. And this is the closest I've come to it. It's just a photo album of outfits. So do you do anything like that when it comes to like outfit planning?
Yes, that's why we were meant to be. This is why I was like somebody who understands my crazy. No, I actually, a funny thing you say that, I actually do that for my clients outside of travel editing. Like when I do your capsule wardrobe, I create digital lookbooks for you to have. So when you go through, it's just you flipping and saying, today I want to look like this. And Dominique picked out these 4 pieces for me. And I look like this and this, boom, done. Oh my God, you're talking my language. Yes, I love visual catalogs. I call them lookbooks, of course, but a visual catalog of all of your looks. Yes, Cher Horowitz's closet was my thing as a girl. I was like, one day I'm gonna be able to just digitally say, meep, 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 give me the Elia, please. Like, yeah, I love it.
Yes.
No,
I
I love that you do that. Yes.
Okay, brilliant. Great. So I'm not the only one who's just a little bit neurotic about their outfits.
And it makes it easier if you're somebody who maybe is not as versed in your style yet. Like I have clients who they're still learning how to pick and choose things for themselves. And they're like, I don't know really what goes with what. So when it comes to creating a capsule, I just outline and say, okay, look, with this shirt, we can get 24 looks. With this shirt, we can get 13 looks. Like, and here they are in categorizing order. And this is how you look in it. And just take A, put it with B, put it with D. Okay, take C, put it with E, put it with F. Like that kind of thing.
Yeah.
It makes it easy.
Oh, I love that. Love that. We are definitely speaking each other's language here for sure. Oh, that's fantastic. Okay, so what is your trick for not forgetting anything? So I have my list that I'm always checking, triple checking, quadruple checking before I walk out the door. How do you not forget things?
I'm like you. That's why we're one and the same. It's the list. I literally have the notepad in my phone. And so I will say red bag has this, 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 and this, and this. Okay. Blue bag has this, 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 and this, and this, and this. Okay. And then I'll make a list of like, when I go home to the States, of things I need to get that are less.
Mhm.
that
Oh, yeah.
Yes, I'm like, okay, I need this brand of tinted moisturizer because I can't find it here. Don't forget, grab the
Mhm.
Laura Mercier from Bloomingdale's. Like I have a whole like I am, and I'm actually still very old school too. I write things down. Like I have my passion planner. So I put it in my phone. Yes, digitize it. Okay, cool. But I'm still a writer, traditionalist. I have tons of journals, tons of like little booklets that I keep on me. A list is always best. So I agree with you on that. I'm a lister.
Mhm. Lists are life. And when it comes to like my like daily to-dos, I love writing a list because checking it off is just so good. You know,
Yes,
if I can just check one thing
list
off,
our life. I'm going to use that hashtag list our life.
lists are life. I swear I wouldn't be a functioning adult without lists and reminders. Reminders are the other thing that are key. Amazing. Okay. I mean, I think we've kind of covered the gamut of like, well, at least all of my questions, but I know that we got some questions from some of our follows, and we kind of talked about the diversity in outfits when you're going to different climates. But let's talk about toiletries for a little bit and cosmetics. So you were saying earlier that you have some tips for how to kind of corral the hair products and make sure that all of that is a reasonable amount to take with you.
Yes. So I'm a curly girl, and it's just not like I woke up like this kind of moment. No, they'll be lied to the side, up everything all over my head. So when I'm packing, there are oftentimes like products that I use that I can't find in other countries. So I have to take my hair products with me. Let's just be frank. So there are places like Muji, and then what is like I might be saying it wrong. Miniso.
Mini. Yeah.
Yeah. And so they carry like these really awesome travel size component little packets. So I'll grab like one of the like screw top ones for my gel, and I'll put enough gel that I know I need that'll cover me for the trip. And then I have like a little spray bottle for water, the spritzer, and then I'll have one with a little squeeze tube for like my hair cream and like my hair oils. And of course, it all goes back in the same little pack that I bought it in, because they usually come in like a little zip up pack.
Yep.
I plastic wrap those and I put them in with all like my makeup and all my other liquids in my bag away from my clothes. But yes, I feel like if you have products that you use that you can't find anywhere else, or if you do find them, they're going to be very expensive, take them with you, but just put them into like little small travel packaging, which is what I do. So yes.
Yeah, I agree, because you can't always rely on, what the hotel might be able to provide. I have a friend who never packs toiletries and always just buys it at the airport, like her toothbrush, deodorant, face lotion. And I'm just like, I mean, okay, I could see that it's usually available, but not always. I've flown into some very tiny airports and that didn't have any sort of, CVS or Boots type of store. And then you have to go into town somewhere. And if it's like a new region that I've never been to before, like the first time we came here to the Middle East, I was like, I have no idea where the heck I'm going to buy anything. Of course, then I found Boots. But like, I mean, that's just like too bold for me. I'm like, you can usually get a toothbrush, from somewhere, even if it's just a hotel. But yeah, I gotta have at least my basics with me. But I'm just like you. I have like little squeezy packs that I put my like just enough shampoo, conditioner, and hair cream for the trip.
Yes. And also I have sensitive skin. I also suffer from psoriasis, and so I can't use just anything. So if you're somebody like me who has, sensitivities, maybe allergies, intolerances, save yourself the headache of trying to find stuff in another country or in another place, like, because you're going to be sorely disappointed. But also people don't realize that sometimes formulas are different in other countries. So what you're purchasing here may not be the same there. Maybe the same label, same brand, but maybe they use something different that your body isn't used to. And do you want to maybe take the risk of having an allergic reaction in another country? No.
Right.
So go with what you know. Pack your own stuff.
Absolutely. I agree. And I've even gotten that way with my makeup, where it took me a while, but I finally found a palette. I think it's Tarte, And it's like probably about the size of this book, but it has literally everything. It's the eyeshadows, the bronzer, blush, highlighter, all in one palette. And that's like all I pack for my makeup. And then I have like a liner and mascara, but when it comes to like little palettes, I managed to find one that's just all in one, and it goes in my cosmetics, and I kind of go with that because I used to bring a lot of different eyeshadows and options because I'm like, I'm going out, I'll probably wear more makeup or different styles than I usually would, and I always end up wearing the same stuff that I usually wear at home.
Same. And that's how it works. And then you get to think about how heavy it is. You're like, I packed all this stuff and I didn't even use it. I'm like, Dominique, you understand.
I know the amount of times that I've packed something and haven't used it and kind of kicked myself. The only thing I'm okay with is I always overpack underwear, and I have no problem with that. And I will continue to pack it because it's light and it's small and you can never have too much underwear.
And that's the other tidbit, ladies, put a pair or two pair in your rolling bag.
Carry on.
Always have like a small go-to pack, whether it's like a lightweight shirt or just something to change into a bra, a panty in your rolling bag, because these are the days of flight cancellations, flight delays, lost luggage, all of those things. I always keep one in my carry-on.
Absolutely. I'm the same. And I'm of the mentality, I don't know if this qualifies as superstitious, but I'm like, if you're prepared, you don't need it. So I'm like, let's just, get the good juju. I'm prepared with my underwear, therefore my luggage won't get lost. That's just my mentality.
Like that. Well said. Well said.
Those are the vibes I'm putting out to the travel universe. Hey, you do what you gotta do,
like
right?
Your experience, what your experience has been as far as like how you pack and what is like your favorite thing that you take, and not even just in the relation to like clothes, but like what's your go-to travel thing that you have?
One thing that I always pack is a foldable bag. So it's usually this, like I love these Longchamp because they fold up super tight, but then it becomes like this tote, right? And I love it because if I end up buying more, buying, I don't know, souvenirs or whatever, or going to the States and, buying all kinds of things, then I can use this as my extra carry-on and still be able to fit everything. Or if my luggage is too heavy, because I'm bringing back something that's a bit heavier, I can put some of the heavy items in my carry-on and kind of distribute that way. So I love doing, and I also have like a foldable backpack version of that. Because you just never know. And it works. And the Longchamp, I really love. This is my plug. I need a connection with Longchamp. They fold up, but also they're so like durable. The material is like this kind of vinyl. So it's like a little bit like rainproof, but it's also beach proof. And so it's just a great like use for anything bag. They wipe clean. So that's probably one thing that I always make sure to put in my suitcase is a packable bag for when I need to expand. I guess that doesn't really help us with like packing lighter.
No, I love that bag. That bag is a classic with the fashion girls. It always has been. I love all the colors that it comes in. Look at me. I always bring it back to style, but that bag comes in so many amazing colors. That Longchamp is the best, but I did not know they had a backpack version.
Yeah, they have one. And it folds up just as cute. Mine's a little, I guess it's got a mark on it, but it's this, just like a little backpack.
This is so cute. I've never seen that one. I've always seen the big one that you shown me. I've never seen the backpack.
Yeah. It's super cute. And they have they have a big tote one too, where the bottom zips and it expands. Have you seen that one?
No.
Oh yeah. It's like a weekend. It's dangerous, really. I haven't bought it. I've been tempted to buy it so many times, and I thought, no, girl, like you don't need to pack that much. Stop it.
But at least it's collapsible. This is how we rationalize it. It's collapsible.
Right? But it collapses. But I'm going to expand it.
I love it.
Yeah, so that's usually like my go-to. And then in my suitcase, I always have my packing cubes. I got my husband into the packing cubes. He like loves it now. And he likes to take them out and put them in the drawers, and it kind of keeps it tidy as well. Especially when we share a suitcase, we usually have the hard suitcase that like comes out like this, right? But a lot of hotel rooms, the bench that they have for the luggage is only meant for like a top open. Yeah. So one person side is going to be like falling down. So one of us can easily take our stuff, take our little packing cubes and put them in the dresser and still have everything tidy when we're in the hotel. So that's another reason that I really love those. Shoe bags. I do put my shoes in with the clothes, but they're always in a bag.
There you go. Yes. So that's I like that. Count on the tip. Yes. This has been awesome.
I know, it's so like, I feel like we could go on for days and talk about all things travel. I mean, don't even get me started on what it's like being on the plane, because that could be a whole nother hour's worth of stories.
Oh my gosh. And I'm really big on organization with like the plane ride. I'm like all my medicines, all of my, and I might be a weirdo. I pack like all of like the like ginger candies for like nausea. And I am overly prepared. A Benadryl, and a Claritin, like just
We are the same person. I call it my Mary Poppins kit. I've got like that mini sewing kit you get from hotels.
Yeah.
I've got all the medicines. I've got eye drops.
Yes. Yeah. The Tide pin. All of it.
A mini bug spray. Like I've got everything. And it's like, I fit into this little pouch because I'm just like, again, if you're prepared, you don't need it. The one time I don't have that little Mary Poppins pack, it's gonna like, everything's just gonna go wrong.
I love that, the Mary Poppins pack. You might be onto something so you can brand that for yourself. I like that.
There we go. Yeah. Yeah, oh it's definitely my must-have. Yeah, so I guess there's a few must-haves.
Okay, give me one more. I need one more of Celia's must-haves.
Okay, you know what I actually just started doing, or just got? I mean, I do like laundry bags as well. I feel like that's a good thing to have as well, a laundry bag. I succumbed to all the social media advertisements and I bought this cosmetic case. Have you seen it advertised on Instagram? It's like a triangle kind of case. Okay, so it would sit like this. Okay. But it opens like a triangle, like at an angle. And then it opens like this. And okay, now it's like kind of messy. And then it's got this like divider in it and some little pockets. I love this. It fits so much. It's amazing. I can fit all of my toiletries and makeup in this one bag. Whereas before I would have to have two because, you know, even with the small creams, even with the shampoos and little squeezy things, I would always have to do two. So this is like amazing. This design of the triangle thing for cosmetics is like my new travel obsession.
Does that come in black?
Oh, yeah.
I need that. Yeah, I need that. Oh my goodness.
I'm pretty sure
add that to
your
list.
Large, yeah. I'll add the link to it. Like large capacity cosmetic bag or something, I think it's called. But yeah, I am like obsessed with this thing.
That bag is pretty cool. What's the price on that? I'm just curious. I don't care.
You know, it was pretty reasonable. I want to say like 100 dirhams.
Oh, yeah. Yes.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think it's real leather, this one. I just wanted to try it out because, you know, it was something I saw on the internet. And I thought, well, okay, you know, you don't want to spend too much if it's just, you know, advertised, but I love it. So I would definitely be willing to, if I find one that's real leather that I could invest in, I'd go for it 100%.
No, I love that. I didn't expect it to like collapse out like that. And I need that because even just now I was packing, I'm going home for almost 2 months. And I was looking at my makeup and I was like, I have some of this at my parents' house. I don't need to pack all of this. But then I'm like, well, what if I get there and I can't find this or I can't find that? You know, when like the States, stuff has changed so much. So you're trying to like figure out what can you still find and not find? And then what's gone up astronomically in price?
Yes.
Yeah.
Inflation is not. And Amazon Prime in the States isn't what it used to be. Amazon, I hope you're listening and you can fix this for us because next day delivery is like no longer a thing. Rude.
That's what I'm paying for every month. So my charges say, I'm just saying it's not.
Right. Okay, amazing. So I think we've kind of covered it. Is there anything else that you feel like people just need to know when it comes to traveling?
No, I would just say, you know, go what you know, but if you need help, genuinely, if you need help, don't be afraid to ask for help. And if you need help, come to myself or come to Celia. Allow us to be the assistants for your not so great packing days. Okay. So that's it.
Absolutely. I agree 100%. We need to be, especially as women, we need to be better about asking for help and delegating, right? If there is an expert in your field who can just do this for you so much faster, like let's get real with each other and help each other out. I agree. And so for anybody who is still not quite sure what to pack, or you just don't have time, or you just want to hang out with Dominique because she's so cool, get after Dominique
Or
for that
Celia, because she's so awesome. Hello.
Or maybe the two of us. Let's just have our own service. You just hang out with us. And so I'm guessing people can get to your travel edit service in your link in the bio on Instagram.
Yes, correct. And you can also find it on my website, which is House of Devereaux. That is DEVEREAUX.com.
I'm glad you spelled that. I love that name, but I'm always like, E-A, which one am I doing? Amazing. Yes. So this has been wonderful. Everybody be sure to follow us, add us to your favorites on Instagram so you don't miss more of these great travel style tips that we're going to be dropping for you guys. And hope this has been a blast. And keep an eye out I will be updating my travel packing list with some of our tips from today. So I'm going to share that with everybody as well, an editable packing list. So like you, Dominique, with your notes, people just download it to their notes and check it out. So we'll be, between the two of us, we'll have some maybe not so last minute packers, but at least they'll be prepared with their lists.
I love it. And where do we find you?
Instagram at The Savvy Space. And you can use the link in my bio to get the packing list, but I'll also post about it.
Awesome. This has been awesome, Celia. Happy packing, everyone.
Yes, happy travels. Hope all of it goes well. No flights canceled.
Please.
All right, best of luck.
Bye.
Bye. I don't know why I said best of luck. That was weird.
But I love that. Like, you have to be real. You keep it real. Best of luck.
I feel like
it came to your mind. It came to your brain.
Best of luck. That's how it goes when you travel. I think it goes without saying I'm terrible at goodbyes. At least I didn't say 'tis the season. That was going to be the other thought that came to mind.
No, or living here. Cheers.
Cheers. Cheers. Cheers, y'all. Amazing. Okay. All right. I'm going to stop the recording now.